Hi, this is the Human Operating System time. This channel is for educations and technology. Today is the 29th of December. For some of our friends, it's the 30th of December, year 2020. I make this video for those Wing Chun friends, brothers and sisters, and traditional Chinese martial art friends, brothers and sisters, to obsolete, yes, obsolete those terms like Fa Jing, like a mind power, spine power, anus power, structure power, where nobody knows what it is. We obsolete it and we replace what is really presented in Shaolin Sword Strike Classic and Wing Chun 1850s Classic with quantizable, measurable power, strength, impulse momentum, neuromuscular proficiency, and movement training. And also multi-directional strength or force training. So it is in the book Resurrecting Wing Chun. Now, saying that and show you the book and what right in there is not good enough, right? I have to show you what is the reality. So, the reality is today we already be able to quantize and measure your cardiovascular performance, be it your VO2 max or your heart rate variability with scientific device. So we know what we train for, we know do we train it effectively, efficiently, and do we progress? And also, using the device, we be able to avoid injury. So, right now, it's not about chi. It's about what is your VO2 max, what is your heart rate variability. Okay? Now, in terms of strength, muscle endurance in dynamic, and the maximum of one's strength limit. One can use these tools. In dynamic, why this is important? Because the strength, the muscular endurance is needed when we play with our opponent in sticking body or close quarter or close range, or in the plum flower fighting strategy or fighting position. Now can be trained, can be measured, because it's quantized with the scientific measurable units. And when we speak of power and speed, we can measure it with this. This is for measuring the power and speed and how you drive your body, meaning your handling of the impulse momentum. So, one can know the power and what type of power one generate with different type of movement or different type of power generations with your hand, with your body, work with your hand, with your leg pair with your body and your hand. We can measure it, quantize it. We can know right away whether that thing works or not. And we can know how much power really in high speed we can generate. So, with the three devices I show you, the ancient Shaolin short strike functional training, the 1850s Wing Chun functional training, now is bring to 2020 in terms of scientific, measurable, quantizable quantity, namely the strength in dynamic, the power, muscular endurance, cardio endurance, your neuromuscular proficiency, and what I just showed you just now as a sample in the short strike range and in the shoot-in range. All this teaching of the Shaolin short strike and the 1850 Wing Chun's has been transferred to today's world, and everybody be able to have it. No longer magic, no longer talking something we don't understand, no longer talking something we don't define, we don't know what is defined, no longer having a student getting a book put in your chest and you play demonstrations, but you want this thing to see how much really the power and the force or the strength, and also in dynamic, not putting a student standing there for demonstration, because what you want to train is what you want to use in real life. And also, no more all those cheese stuff. In fact, anybody have real Qigong can be detected with this, monitor or track with this. And we know the cardiovascular endurance and so forth, so forth. So there's the notion of recycling Wing Chun to bring the ancient to today's world, so everybody can have it. Only this way Wing Chun can continues on, because everybody become better. So this is what I'd like to share with you. And so today is a very special day. You know now, whatever you can measure with the device is a real thing you develop, you can use in real combat or to help your body, because this is belong to sports science. So no longer mind power, where nobody can define what it is. Different people talk about different things. So what it is? No more Fa Jing. So what is Fa Jing? How much power is it Fa Jing can generate? How much strength? How much cardio performance you need? And it is not structure, because you need to move, like in plum flower strategy of plum pla footwork, where I show you here. So, of course, this is not for everybody. But for those who want to know exactly what the ancient talk about in today's language, be able to touch it, own it, then this video is for you. So 50 years later, 100 years later, you guys in the future know that at 30th December of 2020, the Wing Chuners have already have this technology. We are not somebody who keep fantasy or sleeping.